As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day. Good morning, everyone. Hello YouTube world. I hope everything and everyone is doing amazing today. I hope all of you guys are having an amazing week. Happy hump day. We are here. We're going to be sliding into the week. You guys are going to be missing me at the end of the week. You really are, because I am going to be here today. I'm waiting for my new phone to come in. It's coming in tomorrow, and then I'm off until I may go live. I don't know, maybe Friday or Saturday, I may go live. But if it is, that's just a bonus. That's just a bonus, right? So it is just an amazing day. I'm happy that we've made it to Wednesday. It has been exhausting. Many of you guys don't really follow me on any place other than YouTube. Yesterday for me was extremely busy. I did a lot yesterday. I was running all over Manatee County and just doing my part as a member of my society, just doing the best I can do. Good morning. Denise, you're funny. Good morning, Radmilla. Michelle, Chadwell, nice to see you. Sage, Amber, Karen, hello, Miss Rhonda. Denise with her clown show. Nice to see you here this morning. I hope you're doing well. The circus will be starting soon. It will be starting soon. So Mike, it's nice to see you. Nancy, Linda, Tanya, great to see all of you guys. Great to see all of you guys. We're going to wait and start filling up the chat, and then we'll get started. I just want to say good morning to everyone here in YouTube world. Okay, there we go. We're done with that. This morning, no different. Will not be a 2-hour long live. Got a lot of stuff going on. Meeting with somebody about some homeless veterans initiatives and things of that nature today. So we're going to go ahead and get started here, and then we'll go over a few things. If I'm right now waiting for ad suitability on a video that I'm putting up for my viewers. It's about a 5-year-old that was sexually assaulted here in my county, Manatee County. It was a very sad story. We have devils literally living across this country, and hopefully my sheriff, my lovely sheriff, Rick Wells, which I've met multiple times. I hold him in high regard. We've worked with him on homeless vet initiatives. We've worked with him on, youths that are kind of losing their way. We want to get to them prior to them going to like juvenile detention and things like that. So I've worked with and met with Rick Wells multiple times, and am a true fan of his, and will continue to vote for him. At any rate, he is, in this clip, he is shaken up. There's no doubt about it. He's shook about this case that took place. A 5-year-old child went to a birthday party, and the neighbor was there at the birthday party and lured this 5-year-old child across the street to his house, and they don't believe this is his only victim. And that's the sad part about it. It is just truly, truly sad. And when Rick was talking about, I guess I should call him Sheriff Wells to be professional. When Sheriff Wells was talking about it, you could see the concern with him. Many of you guys know, I know, several sheriffs. I'm friends with several sheriffs, several detectives here in and around Manatee County. We do a lot of work here, and it's never easy. My friend April, which is a beautiful detective, she almost got killed in the line of duty. A crazed woman tried to run her over with a car. And she's still, all this time later is still having complications from that. And, we don't, there was a run on our Skyway Bridge, and which I'm not friends with. I met her. She's beautiful. She's actually almost as short as me. But she's a state trooper. And a drunk driver was driving the wrong way and heading toward the runners on our Skyway Bridge. And she literally had a head-on collision with that car. Thank God nobody died. So, we don't realize and these are women, these are moms. And, some of these moms that are in the line of duty may never go home to see their children. And they do this service for the love of it. I can guarantee it's not for the pay. And so it's just sad when we see, crimes committed, especially against our children. And this one's no different. I will be playing that clip here shortly. It is heart-wrenching. This happened in my own county. This is real stuff. This is real life. And I'm out here. It breaks my heart, because I'm out here talking about all these types of cases around the country, and hear something this horrific happens not too far from where my mom lives. And quite frankly, it's scary. It's scary. We have the devils that live among us, that prey on our children. And we need to make sure that we're teaching our children stranger danger. We need to make sure our children are using the buddy system. We're making sure our children know never to put themselves in a position where they're alone with an adult, whether they know them or not. Do we have trusted adults out there? Of course, but we have to teach our children and tell our children which adults we choose to have our children with, and to never, ever, ever be alone with an adult that's not on an approved adult list, right? So we have to start working very hard to do that. And we have to start educating our children, and we have to keep doing it younger and younger. It's sad. We have to keep doing it younger and younger. So anyways, I got away from this. I read yesterday's, today's the 27th. I haven't read it yet, but I love the title. So we're going to get to read it together this morning. And this is, for many of you guys know, I love to educate women. I love to support women that have been in abusive relationships and let them know that it's not their fault. I also realize that there's more to abuse than just the abuse itself. You know, there's codependencies, there are other mental issues that go along with it. Not that they're mental, but over the years of abuse, your mind changes. And so I try to empower women to keep moving forward. So I love this book, The Language of Letting Go. Some of my viewers have actually purchased their book. I think it is absolutely amazing. Sometimes we just need to hear what we need to hear. But I love this, the tagline on this. So hopefully I read it well, because sometimes I usually read this before we get here, right? You know, before we're meeting, I get to read it and I know what it says. So I can read it well. But this one I did not do. So we're doing it together this morning. So good morning, everyone. I'm glad you guys are here. Don't forget to go down and hit the like button below. We are growing. Our channel is growing leaps and bounds. We are doing it phenomenally well. I just want to tell everybody, thank you so much for loving and believing in me. And we will get over to some Dolly Vision and some Benny Keys info here shortly. I love Dolly Vision. Don't care for Benny Keys too much. So let's get on with it, shall we? So April 27th, at the top, the line says, Karen loves her book. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. And if anybody wants to help support this page, there's multiple ways to do it. You can join. And Anissa, is it possible for you to put the link up for the Join Me? I found out through Dolly, you know, he's wonderful. I found out through his channel that anybody with an iPhone, I guess they don't have the Join Me button. They have to have the specific link. That's what I heard. Hey, Sherry Ann, I hope everybody's doing well over in your camp. So anyways, and I am going to be designing new merch. I haven't designed new merch in quite a while, but we will be breaking some stuff out. And I've got some pretty good ideas. Hey, LS, I got some pretty good ideas on some things that I think you guys will really enjoy. I've got one that I think is going to be absolutely hilarious, and just some other stuff. So I hope you guys like it. So I haven't started designing it yet, but it's already designed. So anyways, April 27th, it reads, Stop reading between the lines. Chelsea dated Tom for 5 years. During the course of those years, Tom told Chelsea he didn't want a serious relationship and she shouldn't get serious about him. Chelsea didn't like what she heard. She thought Tom must care about her because their time together was so good and because he kept coming back to see her. Whether Tom was being manipulative isn't the issue. Whether he kept the door open for himself isn't the issue. The issue is Chelsea wasn't believing what Tom said until he left her for someone else. Yes, sometimes people are coy. Yes, sometimes people are reluctant to get involved. But if people tell you they feel a certain way, don't read between the lines. Take them at face value. Correct your behavior to match the reality of the situation, not the fantasy in your mind. Take people at face value. Say what you mean in your dealings with others so they can take you at face value too. God help me make a God help me make a practice out of facing, dealing, and accepting the truth. Somebody this morning in this chat needed to hear that. And so I hope the message is loud and clear for the individuals that needed to hear that. I know I always need to hear a great message that does resonate with me. It doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, with a relationship. It could be the job. It could be the promotion. It could be, you know, a child, you know, not necessarily a young child. It could be a grown child telling you something that you're not wanting to hear. Quit trying to read between the lines and start taking things at face value. I think that is the pun of that entire skit. So I hope somebody got a little something out of that. I know I did. So Quit reading between the lines, folks. Quit reading between the lines. So, my YouTube boyfriend, Dolly Vision, just joking. Have to give some clickbait to those horrible clip channels. Some of them are funny. Some of them are funny, but thought I'd go there. Anyways, getting back to that. So I'm watching Dolly Vision. I am just, my mind is blown. Like Dolly, in my opinion, is funny. He's cool. A great personality on YouTube. For quite frankly, refreshing, right? He knows how to take serious situations and lighten the mood, if you will. You know, he talks about the good, bad, and ugly, but he does it in such a way that it's actually entertaining and fun to listen to. And you know, even on the serious talks, he gets serious too. I mean, he does get serious. Don't get me wrong, but for the most part, the chat and the people and everything are very lively, very fun to be around. It is a hoot. I have to say, it is a hoot in that chat. I try to stay up. Many of you guys know I am not a night owl. I can't hang out with you owls. I just can't. I can't hang out with you. I could it back at 20 years ago, but I just can't do it anymore. I can't do it. Yeah, I love Dolly. I do. I think he's great. He's fun. And he has fun. And it's funny because he's such a good guy. And because I couldn't understand why I was attacked so much. I really couldn't. I didn't like it. I didn't, you know, and then to see somebody like Dolly, which is just an all around great guy, and seeing him go through the same, you know, attacks and stuff like that. And he's able to flip it around. Like I remember getting so frustrated. Many of you guys, if you guys been with me from the beginning, know how frustrated I used to get. Now I don't read the comments. I really don't care, you know. But Dolly has, and he addresses them. Like I don't address them. Like the only time I address people is if I think that they are worth addressing. So if people are attacking me and I'm not addressing them, it's because I don't think they're worth my time. And you know what I'm saying? I just don't think they're worth my time. They're not worth the credit on my channel. They're not worth their names coming out of my mouth. I realize that I am a powerful voice on YouTube. You know, I've been seen around the world. I've been on documentaries. I've been, you know, I realize who I am, even though sometimes I forget that. And so if their names aren't coming out of my mouth and they're attacking me consistently, I think they are a joke. I think they are truly a joke and not worth my time. But Dolly, it's funny because he's able to, you know, go on here and he talks about it. Like even the Wiener Watchers, right? Somebody's dogging his manhood and he manages to go on YouTube and talk and put a spin on it that makes everybody just die laughing. Like there were some things that he said that I almost peed in my pants, right? Oh my gosh, that's going to be a clip channel, I'm sure. But it was hilarious, right? So it's funny. I wish I had that ability. I truly don't. I don't. I think it's insane, but he's got a gift. And his channel is growing leaps and bounds. So congratulations, Dolly. But this thing with BK, you know, BK is calling the law on people, and I totally denounce that. People are calling the law on Benny, which it just deserts, but I still denounce it. Okay, guys. I mean, you guys know how I feel about Benny. I don't hate him. I really don't. There are a few people that I absolutely despise on YouTube. Benny's not one of them. Benny's truly not one of them. Do I like him? No. Do I care for his content? No. Do I think, you know, he has relevant information? You know, sometimes he does. Sometimes he does. I just don't like how he treats people. He says he's a man of God, but outside of those words coming out of his mouth, his actions do not hold to what comes out of his mouth. And you don't talk to women like crap. You don't, whenever you have a disagreement, you need to learn to have a conversation. He is totally immature to even have a conversation, an adult conversation about a disagreement. And that's the problem with Benny Keys. He acts like a freaking kid, and probably why he still lives at home with mommy, right? Most of the YouTubers out there aren't living at home with mommy. I'm just saying. His mom looks like she's taking care of herself and him. So it's not like he's living there to help her, right? He's living there to suck off her tit as if he didn't do enough through age 0 through 18. Like, you grow up, Benny. It's time for you to be a man, go out there, purchase you a home, get yourself acclimated with being a productive member of society instead of a heathen and just scum. So I always try to stay away from the attacks on the YouTubes. Benny's a special, obviously holds a dear spot on my heart, right? I mean, he tried to attack us with wood. He's called me every name under the book. He's lied about me. So he holds a special place in my heart. Some people wish that they could pick on me and I would bring their name up on my channel. Benny's special, so we'll bring him up, right? So, we hear all this stuff about how he's abusing his ability, calling law enforcement on people for stupid shit. Excuse my language. And apparently it happened to him. Somebody paid him back. And I heard, I didn't watch, this is all hearsay, so I want to make sure I'm clear on that. I heard that he went on the general after I actually watched, I think was it you, Anissa, that sent me the clip? I think it was Anissa that sent me the clip. It may have been somebody else. I get so much stuff, right? I think it was Anissa that sent me the clip of Benny, the cops coming into the garage. Benny was defiant. Like, when I've dealt with law enforcement before, and I follow what law enforcement tells me to do. So, for example, the law enforcement asked him if they could pat him down. He's asking them for search warrants and things of that nature, acting hard. That doesn't sound like a CI. That sounds like a thug. That sounds like somebody that doesn't know their ass from their elbow. And coming to it, I think Benny needs to purchase some of Dolly Vision luxurious bath soap to wash that ass and wash that mouth. Just saying. So many of you guys know the reason why I am on the radar of Benny and Benny is on the radar of me is because of the Summer Wells case. First and foremost, I'm not one of these women that a man can bully. Every time he tries to bully me, he ends up hanging up, right? Because he can't handle me. I bring straight facts while he's trying to pick on me about my face. I don't care. My hair, I don't care. At the end of the day, I know I'm a beautiful, strong woman that can take on the world and definitely can take on a little boy like Benny Keys. Got nothing to hide over here. But I find it funny because then I hear, I think it might even have been on Dolly Vision. I watch so much stuff now. That he went over to the general, the general's page, which is another douchebag. And he was sitting there talking really hard, like, oh, yeah, everybody's thinking Benny's going to go to jail. First of all, these are just petty BS calls into the sheriff's office. The sheriff knows how to deal with it. When I heard the sheriff pull up in there and he said, I heard do you have any weapons on you or anything like that? We heard that you had a Jason mask and you were going to hurt yourself is what I heard. I could be wrong. It may have been hurt somebody else. I believe it was hurt yourself. So it sounds like somebody called in and said that Benny was, potentially going to hurt himself. And then, of course, that's a Baker Act and things of that nature. Officers are trained to know when something's fact or fiction. And I believe that's why he didn't obviously go anywhere, because it was a BS call-in, and it's sad that people are utilizing the sheriff's department in such a way as that. Many people say that I have done that, with the dog, and then that's untrue. And I could tell you, I read a statement, and I will be reading it publicly here on this channel here in just a little bit, that the Hawkins County Humane Society is telling me I'm defaming them. First of all, I'm not defaming them. They're talking out of both sides of their mouth. First, they're telling us that the dogs are healthy and well taken care for, right? Then on the other side of their mouth, they're saying that they're providing the food. So obviously they're not being cared for, because the people that care for their animals don't need to go up to the Humane Society for food. So they're not being taken care of. Another portion of that statement was, if we could go up there and seize the dogs, we would. Does that sound like somebody that thinks that these wells are taking care of the animals? Of course not. Of course not. They are talking out of both sides of their mouth. They are lying through their teeth. And somebody has sympathy for this piece of garbage called Candace Bly. And in the statement, they called him Candace and Grandis. Who calls Grandis Grandis unless you're on YouTube? So this is a person that is well aware of this. So it's probably a hater of Bullhorn Betty, right? And the only person that defamed anybody was them by saying that I harassed them when I have not. When I have not. It is my duty as a citizen, let alone a YouTuber, to call in legitimate information. That was legitimate information. They said there were 7 dogs up there. I know exactly which dog was hurt. And I can guarantee that dog is not on their property. So I don't know what they are talking about. They are lying to cover their own butts and to show face. Why? Because I know the truth. And I show you all the truth. They also said that that dog had to have been there for a while, right? That it was of deep decay. That is untrue. That dog was not there on Tuesday. That dog was there on Thursday. So in 2 days, that dog went from being a live dog to being smushed to being hallowed to only having its legs. Trigger warning. Sorry, folks. That's the nuts and bolts of it. It's disgusting. And for them to say it's been there a while, I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you it wasn't. I'm about to show you on Tuesday there was no dog there, right? And that is in the metadata, Hawkins County Humane Society. So go ahead and get that lawsuit started, because I can't wait. I can't wait to see you in court with all the lies that you have said. I don't lie. I don't lie, Hawkins County Humane Society. While I do, acknowledge that they are a nonprofit organization, they are not animal control. They chose to pick the scab, right? Instead of just acknowledging that, yes, there's some issues with the animals up there where they're having to feed them, and why they realized that it must have been a horrific sight for our team to see out there. They have investigated, and they are making sure that the dogs are taken care of. Quit protecting the wells. Protect yourself. There was a right way to handle this and a wrong way to handle this. And Hawkins County Humane Society handled it the wrong way and threatened a lawsuit to a paralegal that's not scared of a lawsuit. You're stupid for doing that. Because if you guys don't act, I will. Take your pick. But we will be going to court. Hawkins County Humane Society. Pick how it's going to go. Pick how it's going to go. And it gives me an excuse to come back to Hawkins County to exercise my constitutional rights of driving on any damn road in that county that I choose to drive on, because it's taxpayer money. Federal, state. You know what federal means, Hawkins County? It means that taxes were paid by me as well, and everybody else on this channel. I will not be intimidated. Ever. Spent 20 years being intimidated. Won't do it again. Won't do it again. So, big shout out to Dolly for lightening up the mood on YouTube. Really appreciate it. A breath of fresh air. For those that don't realize, Dolly's making soap, folks. So get on over there. Hit Dolly up for his luxurious bath bar. Maybe if we sell enough, and tell him Bullhorn Betty sent you, make sure that you let him know that, because if we sell enough, maybe he'll let me try a demo bar, right? Want to try that bar. I don't want to buy it until I try it. So I'll let you guys try it, but I hear it's great stuff. So get over there, buy yourself a luxurious bar. I heard they're great. I saw somebody in the chat, one of his chats, that said they absolutely love it. Obviously Dolly's skin looks great, right? So he must have the secret sauce in that bar of soap. So everybody needs a little bit of that secret sauce, right? Anyways, getting on to the next thing, I'm going to go ahead and show you, folks, what had happened in Manatee County. It is horrible. Um, I'm really upset about it, but at any rate, it is what it is. We have to protect our children. And let me get it pulled up here real quick. One of these days, I'll be going to this whole thing. You know, the I don't know, the one computer. I need to get my phone, guys. My phone is coming in hopefully tomorrow. I'm praying because I saw it hit Tampa last night at 7 o'clock. I'm praying and praying and praying that it's delivered today. Can you imagine if my phone's delivered today? All the stress, at least for the day, would go away. Like that would be the like the cherry on the top if I can get my phone today as opposed to tomorrow, because I am literally going crazy. I have to play around with this. Like the screen's not even coming on now. I've got to play around with it. You know, I've got to pull this out, put this in. I got to have my little pin, and then, you know, then it'll pop up, and then I can. But it's this whole process I got to go through, and then when I finally get the screen on, I got to put the map on, because the map's the only thing that won't shut the screen off. You know, won't time the screen out. And once the screen is timed out, that's where I have the problem. Because we got it. There we go. See, that's what I have to do. I got to wait until I get that green little thing down at the bottom, and then I hit it, and then I can put it on. So I'm just super, super excited to have my phone. This trip was so expensive for me. So expensive. $450. Actually, it came up to $487 for that phone with tax. That's insane. That's insane. And it was going to cost me $425 just to have the screen fixed. I don't know about you, but I'd rather have the new phone. So that's what I did. That's what I did. Oh my gosh. Wow. Hold on. Sorry. I was trying to hit something and something popped up. Yeah, it's getting crazy out there, folks. You got to hold your children. Teach your children. We're not in the world. Like when I was growing up, my parents, you know, they watched us. I mean, my mom watched us like a hawk, you know, no matter how horrible I shouldn't say my childhood was horrible. I didn't realize it was as horrible as it was until I got a little bit older. But it was definitely very traumatic for me growing up in the household I did. My parents did the best job that they could. Even my father, he had a rough life, and he was never able to get over his childhood trauma, which, you know, yeah, I'm thankful to have my dad. I'm thankful to have my mom. You know, they just were oil and vinegar when they were together. So it was just traumatic. You know, 23 years of marriage. They tried everything under the sun to stay together, but it just didn't work out. And you know, the children, me and my sister, we witnessed a lot in that household that we should never have witnessed. And you know, it's kind of crazy because you can't condemn it. You can't say, you know, shame on my parents, because I keep looking at my life, and many of you guys that have been through this yourselves have to look at your life and realize that had all these things not happened in your life, you wouldn't be the person you are today. If anything, any number of things had been different, you wouldn't be the person you are today. And I believe that if it wasn't for that walk, if it wasn't for all the things that went on in my life from childhood to where I am today, I would not be sitting in front of you today. I wouldn't be doing this amazing work for my county. I wouldn't, you know, I do a lot. It was so funny. Somebody, some jerk off, right? Some chick. It's funny. These chicks, there's some women out there that scream that they don't like, they will come down on you if you body shame, if you bully, if you do this, if you do that, yet they do it, right? They are the ones that are perpetrating the things that they say that they don't want perpetrated on other people. And it's sick. It's like they are so screwed up in this head, and they think they're doing good work. They're not. They are the bullies, and they are the people that are causing a lot of problems for themselves. Anyways, this one creator is no different. So she says that people in my county think I'm a joke. in any county. I'm a very powerful person, very powerful voice, I should say, not a powerful person, but a very powerful voice in this county, and have been for years. And so there are some people, I do have some enemies in this county, but being a joke in this county is a little far. So because of one or two people's opinion of me, my whole county thinks I'm a joke. Well, it's kind of funny because there's a lot of people in this county that have a lot of respect for me. And even yesterday was great. We finally got the final COVID protocols removed from the Manatee County building, which was this plexiglass around our podium, right? It had plexiglass, and it was like, we're even though it's not over, whatever, but all these regulations from the federal government to the states and everything like that are finally lifted, right? There was a judge that said that the forced masks on the plane were unconstitutional. So those have been lifted. Now you have the right to choose whether you want to wear a mask or not wear a mask. That's great. It's great for everyone. Make your choice for yourself, not for someone else. Anyways, so the plexiglass yesterday finally came down. Many of you guys don't know that I have been fighting. Those red light cameras, like I can't stand them. I don't like them. I don't get tickets. I've had a ticket or two from them, in the past from different areas. But I don't get tickets from them, but I still don't think they should be here. I think they're a waste of money. I think they, there's a lot of things that could go on. The people that are driving the cars are not the people that are getting the tickets. You can have a license suspended because of unpaid tickets. It's just a horrible design. It's a horrible idea. Since last year, I have been trying to get these red light cameras removed out of my county. And guess what? Yesterday, nobody in Manatee County will be getting or receiving any kind of citation or ticket from a red light camera. And it is only a matter of time before our contracts run out. No new cameras are going to be put in this county, and we're waiting for the contracts to roll out. And as soon as our contracts are done with the cameras that are actually installed right now, those cameras will be removed. That is the power of you standing up and speaking up and doing good for your county. These are minor things. These are just two things from my yesterday's meeting that have been finally accomplished. So for those that think I'm a joke in my own county, it's kind of funny because I'm very effective and get shit done. Excuse my language. So Manatee County loves me, especially the ones that get red light tickets. You're welcome. Now, getting on to real stuff, what we're here for, the true crime stuff. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. This is a very sad story, but I do want you guys to hear it. Please understand that this is a sensitive matter. So if you have children that are in and around, you may want to remove them just for, I think it's like an 8-minute video, almost 10-minute video. So please, if you guys can, just have your children. I don't want to lose my screen. It's finally up, and you guys don't understand how long it takes the screen to pop up. So we don't want it to go anywhere. So let me put my map up. I got to put my map up so it stays on. Maybe I should just go ahead and start there we go.
Head north on 2nd Street West.
Now it won't fall off. So there we go. We got the map up. It won't go down. So hopefully.
You're back online. You're on the
I'm back online. All right. So on a real note, let's look at this. Get this pulled up. This is my sheriff, Rick Wells. Rick, if you're watching, I love you. I always love you, and keep up the great work. I'm definitely, a supporter of you, as you know, and we will keep continuing to get you elected. We're about to hear from my sheriff here in Manatee County of a horrific crime that happened to a 5-year-old girl. This is absolutely disgusting and deplorable. Let's listen to what he has to say.
Every day, many of us, we wake up in the morning with our children. We have breakfast with them. We give them a big hug and a kiss, and we send them off to school, and we pray that God will watch over them until they're back in our arms again. This is the devil. When he wakes up every day, all he thinks about is how he can sexually batter another child. That's what he does each and every day. That's his mindset. I'm very fortunate that the investigators were able to collect the evidence that we needed to put this predator behind bars, because that's what he is. He's a predator. That's all he thinks about. And really, it's our job now to make sure that he remains behind those bars and he never hurts another child again.
I just want to let you guys know, many of you guys hear me talk about my sheriff all the time. This is Rick Wells. Again, I love this man. I've had many conversations with him. He is a person I'm able to call friend. And, we've worked on several initiatives together. He is a great guy. And I can tell you, he loves the children of Manatee County. He loves the citizens of Manatee County. He is a great sheriff, and we are very fortunate to have him.
The reason why I'm holding his picture is because we have discovered some disturbing evidence. We know that there's more victims out there. So I want parents to know, if they live by this predator, if they've ever seen him before, if they think there's a possibility that he may have been around their kids alone, they need to talk to the children, because this man is the devil. We were actually called out to investigate the possible sexual battery of a child. It was during the conversations with her and her parents that we realized that he was at a party that this young child was at. And this child was lured over across the street to the devil's house, where we know that sexual battery occurred. So that's how we were brought in to this investigation.
Now, guys, I want you guys to understand, he's saying sexual battery. Okay, you guys need to look up that definition. That means this child went through a horrific ordeal.
The detectives continued to look for more evidence, and we found it. It's disturbing. It's every parent's worst nightmare.
I know the victim in this case, 5 years old. Based off the evidence that you guys were able to obtain, the age range of these other victims?
Yeah, we believe that we have ages close to and maybe even older. We're still looking at a lot of information that the detectives recovered during the search warrant, but it's despicable. It really is. It's disturbing for.
Look at the sheriff's face. I mean, he is truly disturbed by what he found. And this is not the only case here in Manatee County that he's had to deal with. And he's a father, he's a father. And many of the detectives that work on this case are parents, and that have worked on many of these types of cases. This is absolutely heartbreaking. Going back to my friend April, which was a detective, she was in this. She had to, she could only deal with so many years of being a detective of these types of crimes. This really does affect the detectives in a way that, they see the graphic nature of what is done to these children. And it is totally, I'm getting chills talking about it. It is totally heartbreaking. And our sheriff, he's a great guy. And this is disturbing him, which he has seen many cases like this. And it breaks his heart each and every time he has to deal with something like this. And we're only hearing about it. We're not experiencing it like these officers and detectives are. It is heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking, and it is sad.
Any of us that are parents as well, because we know that they were lured into a situation where they thought they were safe, and he took advantage of them.
Can you talk about, did he present himself as like a kind neighbor, or just how did he use?
That's the information that we have been told up to this point is, he's He's pretty much friendly. He's in the neighborhood. People know him. He knows them. So we really don't know how many more victims are out there that we're going to discover, during this investigation. We feel that there are many more that we need to talk to.
Many more.
I'm sorry, sure. Not to identify anybody, we're not looking for that information, we never would. But I need for you to make a distinction. Are you talking about a performance charge? Or are you talking about a possession charge? When you say there's,
We're talking about both.
So what that reporter just asked, are we talking about performance charges or are we talking about possession charges? They are talking about both, folks. This man is truly the devil.
We're talking about both. We're talking about, we have actual information of a sexual battery occurring on a minor. We also have evidence of pornography in his possession.
This was parents dropped their child off at birthday party, expecting their child to be safe, to be looked after.
So it sounds like somebody was just asking with the parents there. It sounds like the parents dropped this child off at a birthday party.
Talk a little bit about what your message is to parents about what they should be preparing their children for. I mean, this 5-year-old.
Well, we always talk about stranger danger. We always talk about, talking to our children about the predators that are out there, those that want to prey upon young children. Look, these parents thought their kids were in a safe environment. They're at a friend's house at a birthday party, and we have to just educate our children as much as we can about how these predators work and and the lengths they'll go to get them into a private, setting when there's no one around. We just have to continue to stress upon our children that they have to stay with a trusted adult. I don't know who trusted this devil. We don't know that yet. We don't know how much time he's put into really working at his craft, at trying to build relationships, but we'll find that out.
This is just sad.
Maybe the parent that has the victim, maybe they're scared. Maybe they don't want their child to go through everything.
I would just implore them to please reach out to us and let us talk to them, and let's put this man behind bars forever so he never does this again. I know this is a very traumatic situation for a young child. We get it.
You guys are hearing my sheriff's voice crack as he's talking about this case. This is highly, highly disturbing. That means this man did some horrible, despicable things to this 5-year-old child. And thank God we are protected of hearing and seeing some of the grotesque things that people can do to young children.
We've had to work, unfortunately, a lot of these cases, but we need to know who he victimized so we can make sure he never does it again.
share the relationship between the victim and this man's,
The devil?
the devil.
Yeah. We're not sure at this point.
Yes, the child
I don't know the
survivor's
relationship
words.
right now.
They were at a party.
This
They
man is
were
the
at a party,
devil.
but I don't know if the victim ever knew the devil before this unfortunate and very just before this crime took place. I don't know if they had any knowledge of who he was.
This family, this neighborhood has already said some things.
Yes.
Tell us about their reaction and what was that like for your guys who had to explain to the neighbors and the people around of what was happening in their backyard?
Well, I think that there may have been some suspicion that maybe he was up to some things in the past, but maybe couldn't be proven. That the neighborhood families wanted us to know that they were concerned of maybe some prior crimes, and that's what we're looking into now.
Is he cooperating?
I somewhat. We still have a long way to go, and we will continue to present him with the evidence that we have. He doesn't really have to cooperate. We have enough.
So the birthday party was Sunday, or I'm just trying to get the timeline right. Sorry, that might not be.
It was the 22nd.
So that was Sunday.
Yeah.
So, talk a little bit about, just how quick work this was to get this man off the street immediately, by your deputy.
Yeah, I mean, it was important that we got that first phone call. So the parents took that initiative. They listened to their child, and they called us. And because of their
So I just want to explain to everybody, deputies did execute a search warrant, they took a significant amount of electronics. Child porn was found on devices. Based on material found, deputies suspect this gentleman of committing lewd and lascivious acts upon multiple young girls. My Sheriff Rick Wells, wants parents to know if they live by this predator, if they've ever seen him before, if they ever think it's a possibility that he may have been around another child, other kids. They want to talk to those children because this man, according to Rick Wells, is the devil. I concur. This is a disgusting, despicable man.
quick action and trusting their child, we were able to make an arrest, quite quickly. And then that's very important because we saved another child. They saved another child from being sexually abused. And we can't thank them enough for helping us during this investigation.
So there you guys have it, folks. That is from my sheriff here in Manatee County. I do this stuff daily. We discuss these things daily. And to have this stuff going on in my own backyard and to this magnitude is just scary. And if it happens here in my county, it's happening across the country, as we know, because we cover these cases here on this channel. And it is sad. It is scary. I don't know any other words to describe. We are living in a crazy country anymore. This is not what any of us signed up for, And if you guys suspect, and some people that are watching my channel are from my county, right? So if you've seen this man, this Christopher, let's find out what his name, Christopher Thompson, 44 years old, 2 years older than me, 2 years older. And I want you guys to look at something.
Setting when there's no one around.
This man looks a hell of a lot older than that, right? To me, this man looks like he's in his 50s. And he's only 2 years older than I am. His name's Christopher Thompson. If you guys are in and around, and I don't even know if this man is from this county, right? He could be a transplant. He could have moved here from some other place. And this is not something that happens just once or just started happening. Wherever he moved from, there may be victims there too. So I'm going to, be reaching out to the sheriff by email and letting him know, we need to find out where he's from. We need to find out where he's lived. We need to find out all the victims. This man does not deserve to ever be released from jail. There are some people that I truly believe deserve to be locked up and never released in the public again. This is one of them. This is what I think jails are for. Not these petty crimes, not these drug crimes, not these things where people are going to jail for 15 and 20 years for stupid stuff. Jail should be just for people like him, murderers, people that do some of the most despicable things in the world. This is one of them. Christopher Thompson, 44 years old, here in Manatee County. And we want to, if anybody has anybody in and around this county, please reach out, take a clip of this picture, pass it around, find out if there are any other victims. We want to make sure this man never touches one of our innocent children ever again. And we want the victims that he has in his wake to have justice. because God knows what is in his past and what skeletons are in his closet. He was caught. Think about how many other times he wasn't. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. This child's going to have, this child never be the same again. Seriously, never be the same again. And she's 5 years old. That means she's going to have adolescent issues. She's going to probably now be a problem child. You know, these are things that are going to scar her until she gets the adequate help that she needs. It sounds like her parents believed her. It sounds like her parents love her. It sounds like her parents are going to do the best for her. But there's just some things, you know, parents can't fix. There's just some things parents can't fix. I know personally. And it's heartbreaking. It's very, very heartbreaking. So getting on. Just heartbreaking. A couple other things that are going on. Many of you guys know I did a clip of a 10-year-old girl that was found. And I think I've got it on this one here. I don't know if I can play it on this one. But a 10-year-old girl was found deceased. Her father, her name was Lily, I want to say Liliana. Ileana Peters, 10 years old. Apparently she went to her aunt's house and never made it back home. And she was found a short time later. We heard about the 5-year-old black child that was found in a suitcase yesterday. I mean, and then we hear about this 5-year-old girl today. It's heartbreaking, guys. This is serious stuff. This is real life. It's almost hard, you know. And then we talk about a dog, and it pales in comparison. But that was even horrific. So let me read this to you. I want to read this to you because I think it's important, and we're going to go over this. Oops, wrong one. Let me get to my Bullhorn Betty email. I should have had this pulled up, but I don't want to pull it up and I don't want to pull it up because I don't want to accidentally dox somebody. Okay, here it is. Oops, no, that's not it either. If I can get it sit on here, right? I can't find it. Let me see if I can find one. But I can tell you, hundreds of people reached out to the Humane Society. Hundreds of people reached out to the sheriff over the dog. And it's because we worked tirelessly to try to save those animals when we could not save Summer. I feel that, you know, Hawkins County has kind of, it's like girls gone wild in Hawkins County, but it's people gone wild. You know, Hawkins County is a beautiful place. Many of you guys know I've stuck up for Hawkins County's folks. I've stuck up for the sheriff's office there. And I think that the Humane Society handled their business very, very, very poorly when it came to the response that we got related to the dogs. You know, it was just, it's horrible. Let's see here. And I can't find it. I was just reading it. I wanted to read it to you. And maybe if I find it, I'll cut and paste it tomorrow once I get an opportunity. But for whatever reason, I just can't seem. Let me see if I can find a sent item. It was here. Yeah, I can't seem to find it, but that's okay. So at the end of the day, Hawkins County Humane Society was basically dogging me, saying I'm in it for clicks, views, likes, money, which is ludicrous. you know, do I show it on a monetized channel? Yes. Is that the factor as to why I was upset about seeing a dead dog on the side of the road? And it wasn't on the side of the road. It was at their driveway. It was at their driveway. So they said that the dog was of a state of major decay. No, it was at a state of animals eating it. Sorry, guys, for the graphic nature. This is a trigger warning to everybody that's on here. We're not going to obviously show anything, but it is horrific. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this up now, and I'm going to show you. There was no dog there Tuesday. So everything that this Humane Society has said publicly has been inaccurate and flat out false. And it makes you wonder why they keep stating false statements. And then they want to they want to threaten to sue me. I've provided them my full name, and I'm happy to provide them my physical address if they so need it. But I did give them the county. They should be able to find me. Everybody else is able to find me. I'm sure if they really, truly want to sue, and it's not just lip service to try to prove their lying points, then they can absolutely sue me. I have still been waiting on the lawsuit, which I have not received yet. I have not received any calls from any attorneys yet. People know my phone number. People know my address. Still waiting, Hawkins County Humane Society. And if you guys don't initiate the process, I'm happy to do it for you. I'm happy to do it for you. You do not threaten me. You do not intimidate me. And believe me, I know how to handle my own in a courtroom. Give it a second. This is the way to Ben Hill Road. I'm on Beach Creek right now.
In a quarter mile, slide left onto Ben Hill Road. Take the next left onto Ben Hill Road. In 600 feet, you will arrive at your destination.
There's the big old mountain. You can't see the slope, but there's that bus. There's the infamous bus right there. Hold on. Let it catch up. I'm about to stop it anyways, but I need to get a little further. Oh, did I hit it? Right here is where the dog was. Do we see any dog there? This is on Tuesday. So Hawkins County Humane Society, quit lying to people. Get your facts straight before you open your big fat trap, Sandy. Miss Sandy that wants to follow this case and wants to stick up for people and wants to lie to people. Maybe you should get the evidence before you start getting yourself into a legal pickle. That is where the dog was, right there. That's on the Wells property. They can give it a stretch and say, oh, it's the road. No, it wasn't. It was on their yard. You know that yard that we're not allowed to touch? We're not allowed to step one toe on, or we're going to get hit with a brick. No dog. Do you see a dog there? Do you see a dead animal here? Do you see a dead animal? No dead animal. This is on Tuesday. This is on Tuesday.
You have arrived.
Doesn't look like that dog's been there very long now, does it? Where's the dog, Hawkins County Humane Society? I would have been freaking out on Tuesday instead of Thursday if that dog was there. Let's see which dog it was, which one of the 8 dogs it was. Not 7. Let's watch the dogs run, those stray dogs. Let's watch them run from the Wells property. No other dogs come from any other property on Ben Hill Road.
Sandra, aka Bullhorn Betty, is out here in front of Don and Candace Wells' home. We are on the public easement, as you can see. 110.
Now, let me ask you guys something. You guys know me. If I saw that dog there, you can hear him in the background barking. If I saw that dog there, do you think I'd be this calm? I'd be freaking the F out. There was no dog there that was dead on Tuesday.
And Ben Hill Road, we are still seeking justice for Summer Wells, and you can hear the dogs up there in the background. There's no way, still to this day, even with the limited dogs that they have, that someone would be able to come on this property unnoticed.
Look at it. Look at the dog. This dog is running right here. That's the dog running down their driveway. No other dog on Ben Hill Road is coming out except from their home. Their home. So Hawkins County Humane Society, I'm ready for that defamation suit now.
About these dogs. I'm sitting here down on Ben Hill Road away from, look at that, sweet dog. Sweet dog. I'm down here on Ben Hill Road and away from the property, obviously standing in the middle of the street, and these dogs are letting everybody know that I'm down here. So how in the world can somebody sneak up there on that mountain?
Listen to that sweet little dog's bark. Don't tell me that doesn't break your freaking heart.
Mountain without being seen by these dogs.
Did you guys see that dog come from their property? Doesn't look like a stray dog to me. Doesn't look like a freaking stray dog to me. Came straight from their driveway down the road.
Oh, hi. Hi, sweetie. Hi. You just a puppy. You just a pretty little puppy. Yeah. You just a pretty little puppy. Brown eye, blue eye. Aw, sweet thing. Sweet thing. Hi. Hi, I wish I had a treat for you, but I don't. So 110 Ben Hill Road. Still no sighting. And I was looking at where they said that somebody could have came up on the side of the road from White Rabbit. And I think what she was talking about is this right here. Like there's their driveway.
Boom. Boom. No dog. No freaking dog there on Tuesday. None. None. You guys see a dog there? Ran over? Tuesday. Tuesday. Right there. Right there is the spot. Right freaking there. And you see the dog's alive.
And I'm believing what she's talking about is going up this way and around. But you see, we still have all those shrubbery and greenery. Is there a way? Yes. Is there a way without making noise? Probably not. We got the dogs here, and this is not even near the amount of dogs that were here the day that Summer disappeared. And so you got the dogs up there barking. You've got all this stuff on the ground that would make crackly noises and things of that nature. We're here seeking justice for Summer Wells. We're not going to stop until this poor baby is found. And is she on this mountain? We don't know. Is she buried somewhere on this property? We don't know. Is Reverend Donna right? We don't know.
I want to tell you guys something. Does that look like I'm harassing the Wells? Does that right there look like I'm harassing the Wells? So, Sandy, with the Hawkins County Humane Society, you got some explaining to do. It doesn't sound like I'm defaming you. It sounds like you're defaming me. You're defaming JLR. You're defaming Justice for All. And you're lying through your damn teeth. Why? That's what I want to know. Why is Hawkins County Humane Society acting like they know something? Clearly, their information is inaccurate, especially stating that that dog has been there a while. That is Tuesday. I made the video about the dead dog on Thursday.
But we did find something suspicious today. So we are here still seeking answers. Remember, somebody from our team has been out in this area every single month since December, with the exception of February. With the exception of February. That's all for now, folks. We're still here on Ben Hill Road, and out in front of the property, it's starting to overgrow. No, JLR had indicated about the sign that's up there for Summer Wells, right there. The problem is why would they be putting it on the Ben Hill Road side instead of the Beach Creek side of the road where there's more travelers that would see it? And as you can see, her whole entire face has been, shrubbery is now growing up. You can't even hardly see it. You can't even hardly see it. Look at that. Her face is now being covered up by all the trees and limbs. Where is Summer Wells? We are seeking information related to Summer Wells. Anybody with any information or facts, not speculation, but facts, you were asked. Firsthand knowledge, videography, knowing where they were the day of the 15th, hearing something from Candace that's firsthand knowledge, please call 1-800-TBI-FIND. It's been over 10 months. This baby girl still hasn't been found. We are still fighting for you, Summer. Our entire team, the entire world, Summer's army still wants to help you, baby. God bless everyone.
Missing Summer, dead dogs, lies from Hawkins County, lies from Humane Society. We need to find out why. At this point, it's too much. It's too much. And then we hear Detective Pruitt say that Candace needs to break the law in order to go to jail. Well, Detective Pruitt, while I respect your practice and respect your business, what do you think child abuse is? What do you think child neglect is? What do you think child endangerment is? What do you think contributing to delinquency of a minor? What do you think about other people writing affidavits stating they watched Don Wells smoking marijuana with his 11-year-old and under children? What about the people that have watched Candace tip those young children out straight out of the liquor bottle? What is that? Are those not crimes? Are those not things that Candace can be arrested for? What kind of law and order are you guys applying here? Because from where I'm sitting and where the rest of the world is sitting, it appears that you guys don't apply the law that's on the books. There are penal codes for reasons, and it's to arrest people that violate law. They have violated the law. It is provable based upon your own statements, based upon the affidavits from your own officers, show violation of law, arrestable offenses. Makes me sick. Hawkins County, you need to do better. The whole world is watching. And guess what? It's not all Bullhorn Betty's fault. It's not. I had to get him off the phone because I was ready to go off. Ready. Thank God I do respect law enforcement, or he would have had an earful. But I knew once I started going, I was not going to stop, and I was going to start screaming. And he didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve that. But don't tell me that they have not committed crimes. They've committed crimes that are provable in a court of law. You just have to arrest her so she can face justice, so the judge and the jury can do their freaking job. This chimney top. I think this is chimney top.
So many of you guys have asked.
That's chimney top. All right. And you guys have already seen that one. Oh, and then lastly, let's see what this one is.
So we're about 5 minutes out from Tim Mullen's home. Just
Yes,
going
we
to go
did.
up there and see after everything's going on. And now that Don's locked up, if he'll be willing to visit with me or speak to me on the record. I also need to go on and see if I can go down to Hawkins County and meet with Don. I am an approved visitor, but he hasn't met with me yet. So we will see. We are definitely going to swing by.
All right, guys. Well, listen, I just realized it's 8:10. I have got to get out of here. I got to get dressed. I am meeting with a representative today, a U.S. representative today, to discuss, homeless vets and homeless vet initiatives. So again, for all of those people, I do try to keep some of the politics off this channel. That isn't related to victims of crimes. But I do behoove everybody to please get involved in their community, no matter which side of the aisle you're on, and please have your voice be heard, because it's all about empowering people to do amazing things. And I hope that you come aboard and start doing amazing things for your community. Help out at a soup kitchen. Do an act of kindness for a perfect stranger today. Get yourself some good karma. Give yourself emotional bank, and when it feels good to do good. And I hope everyone gets an opportunity to experience that. And I continue to do what I do for the love of people, not of the love of myself. I try to give. I definitely give more than I have ever received. And I hope that that's shown over and over again. If you guys love this channel, please consider supporting this channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please consider becoming a monthly member and join. There's also opportunities for you to donate right below here on that screen. The scrolling banner that has the Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. We work hard. This stuff's not cheap. And all help is appreciated, no matter what your ability to help is. We do appreciate each and every one of you. I think you guys are beautiful people. I want you guys to go out and make it a fabulous Wednesday. Please slide into this weekend with a smile. We will be back tomorrow morning. I'm not sure after tomorrow morning what the schedule will be like for the lives, but I will continue to work on posting content. So please set your bell. If you're not receiving the notifications from this Bullhorn Betty channel, please go out, unsubscribe, and resubscribe, and make sure you change your bell to all so you do not miss one of our segments. God bless each and every one of you. I hope you guys got some valuable information today. A lot of bad things happen across this country and across this world each and every day, and we are here exposing that. So God bless you. Have a great day. See you guys tomorrow. Bye. Lastly, thank you to my chat, and thank you to my amazing mods for the work that you do. You guys are all valued here at the Bullhorn Betty channel. Now, Make it a great day.
As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Get breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.